What's going on, guys? Get123 here with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and just today, with IGN's second day of their week-long coverage on GTA 5, we were given 6 new Grand Theft Auto 5 screenshots, so now I'm gonna give you guys my breakdown of those 6 new screenshots. So starting off with this one here, this is obviously taking place in downtown Los Santos, and you can see that this is some traffic going on here, and there's a bike riding up through the center of the traffic. Above the bike, you've got a helicopter and also a fighter jet, it looks like, back farther behind. Now, it's hard to tell if this is exactly a police chase or if this is a mission. Doesn't really look like that's a police helicopter, and I highly doubt that the military sent a fighter jet after a guy on a motorcycle, so I assume that this is either most likely online gameplay or a mission. So looking up to the top right there, you can see office space for lease. I assume that this is purely aesthetic because I don't see any reason that we would need to rent office space, but who knows, that's still kind of up in the air, and not that this really has any significance, but look right to the far left there, next to the hood of that car. Look at the little cat face on the window there. Like I said, not really significant, but it's kind of funny. I just kind of noticed it there. And to sum this one up, I just really like the screenshot. The lens flare is beautiful, the rainbow kind of going through the middle of the shot, and the sunset behind the helicopter. This one just really looks nice. And then moving on to this one here, we can see 2 more customized online players doing a drive-by on a sports bike. So this one's pretty cool. There seems to be a fair bit of customization going on here. It looks like the rims being yellow are customized, because I don't think they would come like that stock, but who knows. But also the helmets here. We don't really know if we can put custom decals on helmets, but the helmets are definitely very cool in this screenshot, and even the car driving next to them, it looks like the rims are kind of customized on those, so there's a fair bit of customization going on here. And besides all that, there's really not too much going on here, because you've got a lot of motion blur going on in this picture, so it's really kind of hard to tell exactly what's what. Everything's blurred, so you know, we can't really tell what's on the sign or really anything like that. So moving on to the next one, we've got a really juicy screenshot. So this is taking place in the middle of the desert. This looks to be Blaine County. We've basically got a caravan of vehicles moving in the same direction, and they appear to be chasing a car in front of them, or maybe a few cars, because we can see gunshots and dust and everything going into them. So there's a lot to point out here. First of all, first thing I noticed, look at that truck. What do you see in back of it? You see people in the back of it. Now, we couldn't do that in Grand Theft Auto 4. If you tried to get in the back of a pickup, it was pretty much impossible, and the second that pickup started moving, you'd fall over just like you were learning how to walk for the first time in your life. But clearly now in GTA 5, that has all been fixed. We've got 3 guys packed in the back of that pickup truck, which is very cool. And also, look at the dune buggy on the far left side. He is shooting through a hole in the windshield. Now, that's very cool. In Grand Theft Auto 4, you could not do that. You were limited to shooting out your window. But, you know, at first I thought the entire windshield was busted out, but upon closer examination, you can see that there is a small hole around where he's shooting out of. So, I don't really know how that's going to work, if there's going to be a different button for shooting through the windshield rather than shooting out the window. We're not really sure. And even behind the truck, you can see a third dune buggy slash go-kart kind of thing like that. So this is really cool. A lot of action going on here, and this is really just putting into perspective how fun the chases and everything are going to be in GTA 5, and the exploration aspect, and just going off sand dunes and jumps in these dune buggies and vehicles. It's just going to be awesome. And screenshot number 4, we've got a great one here that really helps put the size of the map into perspective. The draw distance on this is incredible. Look at the mountains in the background, and you can even make out trees and little shadows way off back into the distance over there, and even trees and shrubs. It goes on forever, guys. This is really impressive that they're pulling off such a long draw distance on this game, being that this game is on hardware from, 2006. The Xbox 360 is, getting pretty old at this point, and PS3 as well, so what they're making possible on this is really just totally impressive. But up in the air here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a total of 6 planes, and where they're going, we don't really know. As always, this could be an online mission, or this could also just be like a free roam, anything like that, or a plane race. This could be any one of those, but either way, it's very cool. And one thing I think worth mentioning is, look at that front plane. Do you see any landing gear on it? Any tires? No, you don't. That is because Rockstar confirmed that you can actually pull in your landing gear by clicking one of the analog sticks, so that's cool. I hope that we'll also have that kind of functionality on other vehicles, like let's say tow trucks, or let's say if there's a forklift, click the analog stick or something like that to raise the forklift. So, things like that would be very cool, just interactive movable parts and things like that. Do I even need to mention the scenery on this one? I mean, it's pretty apparent that this is just beautiful. It's the screenshots like this that really get me excited for the game. Like Trevor and Michael and Franklin all doing the drive-bys are cool and everything, but it's the screenshots that display the map like this that really get me pumped. Up next, number 5, we can see a great display of some of the masks that are going to be in Grand Theft Auto 5. So we have seen the skeleton mask before, I think, and maybe even the monkey one, I'm not too sure, but we've at least heard wind of it, so here it is, looks pretty nice. But one that I personally did not hear about, and one that now looks really cool, is the goblin mask, or maybe that's, you know, an orc, goblin, whatever, something mythical like that that's, you know, pretty ugly, and is going to help conceal your identity when you're committing crimes in Los Santos, so that's definitely a good thing. Here we've got a industrial background going on. This looks to be another factory or warehouse or something, or maybe even a train station, because you can see a train car thingy on the left-hand side there. So all the characters here have their weapons of choice. It looks like someone's got an Uzi there, a handgun, and a fully automatic rifle on the far right. And we've also got a nice little look at some of the clothing customization. In the middle there, it's hard to tell exactly who that is, but they've got kind of a hoodie on, but you can see that it's got a yellow lining on the inside and also yellow drawstrings. So fashion's going to be pretty cool in GTA 5. There's going to be a lot of room for clothing customization. And the final screenshot here to close it up pretty nicely, we've got a nice skydiving shot. So this is another online one where all 4 characters were probably packed into a plane, or maybe 2 separate planes, or maybe even 4 separate planes, but it's a group skydive. You can see the city down below, and once again, I gotta mention the draw distance. You can make out, you know, the skyscrapers obviously, but even farther to the left there, you can just make out the little squares that are the smaller buildings, and the clouds and everything, and even the sunset. That goes off way off into the horizon, and it's like, it looks like something out of a movie. I don't even really know what to say here. Just really impressive stuff going on here. And also one thing maybe worth pointing out, you can see that each player has a parachute on, which is a good thing, otherwise that would result in a splat at the end, so it looks like hopefully they're going to all land safely. So guys, that does it for me. That is all 6 of the new screenshots released today. I assume that there are going to be more throughout the week as IGN continues their daily coverage, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on them, and go ahead and tell me in the comments below which one of these new screenshots is your favorite. I'd love to know. So with that, I will see you guys next time.